The Philippine Institute for Development Studies, or PIDS, was established on September 26, 1977 by virtue of Presidential Decree 1201 in response to the demand for a systematic and comprehensive set of studies which can guide and support policy making and planning in the government. It is a non-stock, non-profit government research institution having a corporate character. The institution is committed to provide rigorous analyses of policy issues that can guide policymakers and leaders in their decision-making. As such, the Institute gears itself in being in the forefront of setting the agenda for policy research. Provide analyses of socio-economic problems and issues to support the formulation of plans and policies for sustained social and economic development in the Philippines. Establish a continuing channel of communication between policy makers and planners on one hand and researchers on the other. Promote the utilization of research results. PIDS does only policy-oriented research studies. Its main clients are policy-making and planning bodies of the government. PIDS focuses on long-term, policy-oriented studies. It is independent and has administrative flexibility. Independence is the key to the credibility of research results. Internal approval mechanisms via the Board of Trustees. Strong dissemination component. Networking capability with independent academic-based researchers. The PIDS corporate strategy is anchored on the task of providing the infrastructure for research and networking. The strategy consists of four major components, namely, agenda, databases, literature, networks. It is currently maintaining 5 sets of databases that are all accessible by the public through the Institute's website. Economic and Social Database, GIS-based Philippine Socio-Economic Profile, Agriculture Database, Resources for Legislators, Resources for Local Governance. Complementing the databases that it has created, and in response to the growing trend of information communication technology, the PIDS has put up an internet-based repository of research works that could be freely accessible by socio-economic researchers not only in the Philippines but also abroad. The Socio-Economic Research Portal for the Philippines, or SERP-P, is an electronic collection of completed, ongoing, and pipeline researches related to economic development and policy making in the country, done by various research institutions in the Philippines. Likewise, PIDS offers an online public access catalog, or OPAC, of its in-house library collection to both internal and external clients of the Institute. In order to maintain interactive collaboration with the research community and its various stakeholders, the Institute facilitated partnerships and engagements with different organizations and networks like the Philippine Human Development Network, or PHDN, the Philippine Apex Study Center Network, or PASCN, the Social Science and Policy Research Network for Agriculture, or SSPN, the Philippine Academic Consortium for Latin American Studies, or PACLAS, the Development Policy Network for the Elimination of Child Labor, or DPNet. It is also a member of leading international networks such as East Asian Development Network, EADN, Network of East Asian Think Tanks, NEAT, and a leading contributor to the formation of the Economic Research Institute for ASEAN and East Asia, or ERIA. PIDS employs 2 major information dissemination strategies for its ongoing and finished researches. This is done through publications and public affairs activities. books, policy notes, development research news, research paper series, Philippine Journal of Development, economic issue of the day, discussion papers, Pulong Saliksikan, House of Representatives Forum Series, Senate Staff Forum Series, project-related fora, roundtable discussions, consultation meetings, PIDS Corner establishment. Empowered by the mandate to serve the public through policy research, PIDS continuously finds ways to bridge theory and practice and makes planning and policy making more in tune with the actual needs of the Filipino people. With its recent approach to touch base with local government policymakers, it realizes the significance of decentralization and the bottom-up strategy to national development. In spite of the Institute's handful of staff complement, the able men and women behind the day-to-day operation of the Institute stand firm in their commitment to deliver the best for the greater benefit of the Filipino nation.